All right. So today we're back with a double class. So we're going to go to now chapter 18 because now the Most High has spoke with them and he's mad with the Israelites and the strangers who live with them, whether in the camp or outside. So the camp is here. Okay. And the camp is here because this is where the true standard is.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I have a whole demonstration of the standard, what it is, how it's supposed to be, because I have one. I have the one for my house. So we're going to get into that when we get into numbers. But right now, we're going to go into chapter 18.
And you know, one thing you might be wondering, well, who are these strangers? These are those that came out with them.
No, strangers is everybody with them.
Yeah.
It don't even matter if you was in Egypt or not. It just says the strangers that sojourn among you. So I don't care if you black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, Samoan. I don't care if you in Brazil or wherever. If you are dwelling among the children of Israel, you have to abide by their laws or put them out your country and send them back. You have a choice.
So, okay, wait a minute. What you just named, Puerto Ricans are not of Israel?
Mm-mm.
The Brazilians are not of
Listen,
Israel?
you can't be of Israel and have a country. Israel don't have the name of Israel's country is Jerusalem, and Jerusalem does not exist yet. So they don't have a country. Israelites don't have no country.
So that's why the Mexicans go back to Mexico, because that's their country.
Their country.
Wow, I just learned something today.
See, I'm telling you, I am the crown prince over a nation of fools. We don't have a country. Right now, I am dwelling on a relative's land in a relative's kingdom. So, but we're allowed to grow here, and in future we will be moving. I made it clear from the beginning. I say it almost every show. We're just building up here to get enough strength to move into where we're supposed to go next. And there's a time frame that we have to get it done by. And I have to do this a bunch of times because there's a sifting coming.
So it's like a training center, training ground to prepare us to go into
where we're going. You have to get the skills to even obtain and possess the fullness of the land. So I'm giving you the skills now, scattered.
Yeah.
I'm out here with you. Okay, so just because I'm in Jordan, I'm technically not on my land.
Whoa.
I possess my land though. It's paid for. I possess mine. So I own 3 properties, 3 land swaths in the land of Israel today. But that is not just that's not, the gist of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So if I own 3 land swaths, then I own those. We're going there next. Okay? But first, we have to get ourselves in order. We have to start doing these things. We have to atone for some things. So to atone for it, before I can come and bring the sacrifice, I have to have completed the work. So I have to buy back the land. Then I have to get the livestock and I have to build the buildings. And I'm not saying it in order, but in no specific order, but these things have to be done. We have to have our own supermarket. We have to have our own farms for vegetables and fruit. We have to have this ourselves. There's no way to do this without those things.
You know, your journey is very interesting because you started out over in Israel. You spoke all these same words before. You have obtained the land, just that portion of the land, because it's a lot of land. And then You're now here
Mhm.
to prepare
Everybody else.
for the training
Mhm.
that we need
Right.
in order to go in.
When we go into the land of Israel, when we march ourselves over there won't be any borders. Okay? There won't be any borders. We're going to walk over there. There will not be any borders. Okay? Now, when we get over there, there has to be a provision for us over there. And my family that I have over there, they know what to do and how to prepare, and they know they're going to receive me. We're in communication. This is not some fantasy where, you just drop, millions of people somewhere and there's no food.
Right. So you have your camels and your sheep and stuff already.
My family already has that over there already. However, we need to get more.
Yeah. Wow.
We need to have more because more people are coming. There is a processing
Yes.
that has to come in because with the Israelites, right? The sons, the stock of Israel, right? There's a purebred stock. With the purebred stock of Israel, you're going to have others mixed in.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you're going to have others mixed in, that means you're going to get all kind of variations, right? So I say, are you going to get some Nephilim? Yeah. Are you going to get some of the other nations? Absolutely. I know you're coming. But there's going to be a sorting. You're going to know. Because with what's coming, everybody who has a country to go to is going to go there thinking they're escaping the filth pot of the West or America, right? Or England or wherever you're mixed at. And everybody's going to go back to their square. And it's going to continue there because you still haven't completed the instructions, because when the instruction came out, you were a mixed multitude. You were all mixed up together, all where you were around the world. So it doesn't matter where you are, everybody is mixed. So since everybody is mixed and the children of Israel are among you, you have to come bring it. The only people that are safe are people who have not known at all any of the stock of the sons of Israel. Those are the only. So Sentinel Island, they're going to be straight. Right? If you live deep in the bush and your tribe is still keeping its tribal customs and traditions, and you're not interested in nothing and nobody is interested in you, you're fine. You're going to be there. You're going to stay there. You'll be the remnant of whatever that is.
Right, you're spared, pretty much.
You're spared from the rest. However, the rest, you're not going to be able to clean up this mess by trying to run back and separate yourselves. But that's what's going to come next.
Wow.
So we're going now, verse 1, chapter 18. And Yahweh spoke with Moshe, saying, speak with the sons of Israel and say to them, I am Yah, your Allah. Okay? I am the Lord your God. Now, Yah is not Lord. The word Lord is Baal. I don't say Baal. I'm telling you what his name is. Okay? And yes, it's Allah. Allah, Ilah. The one God. After the evil work of the people of the land of the West, among whom you have dwelt, you shall not do so likewise. Okay, so while you were living scattered in Western civilization and all this modernization, you will not do like them. You will not have their systems. You will not have their educational practices. You will not have their food practices. You will not have anything like them.
Mm, 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 mm.
You cannot do anything like it. So I'm telling you this now on the way out. This is going to be a little bit different.
Very different.
No, a little bit. I want to, it's going to be a little, you're going to live in houses.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different. But I'm just telling you what it is. After the evil work of the people of the land of Canaan, whither I am bringing you, you shall not do. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to come here. We're not going to do things the way they do it here. We're going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
What? Well, you have to understand, I am bringing you here and I am teaching you a stricter law.
Yes.
This is stricter than the current state of Islam. This is the purest, highest form. So I'm telling you this before you get here and try to get comfortable and say, well, they do this. We're not here to do what they do. The cultural aspects are the same or similar. However, our law keeps us to a stricter culture and position closer to that to resemble Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hence, why we have to rebuild the old ruins to bring back the former glory.
And it ain't for us to try to make them be
No, no,
like
no, no, no,
us.
no. They are going to be how they are. That's fine. We're
That's
going to
right.
just be who we are. If you're going to live among us, then they're going to be them. We're going to be us. And you'll see it's going to be very different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different law. It's a different society.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Neither shall you walk according to their laws. So again, I told you, our law is stricter. We're going to follow our law. Verse 8, but you shall perform the orders of my judgments. I'm giving you these judgments. I am telling you how to think. I'm going to tell you what the dress code is. I'm going to tell you what our laws are. I'm teaching you now. You're going to do it and observe my statutes to walk in them. So I'm going to tell you how the ways to get things done. I'm telling you. I'm explaining it. And I'll continue to explain it as we go, step by step. So I'm telling you this is what it is, so that you will walk in this way. I am Yah, your Allah. Again. And now, as if you didn't get it the first time, because I know you stiff-necked and hard-headed. I understand. And you shall keep my statutes and the orders of my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them in the life of eternity. So, as long as you keep the laws, you're going to live.
Mm. So life for eternity of eternity is
As long as you keep it,
is keeping the law.
you're going to live.
That's that simple.
And his portion shall be with the just, with the Yishar, with the Isra. I am Yah. I'm telling you that because he stated it right here that this is his name. I am Yah. Okay? He's letting you know. I'm telling you this right now so that you understand. Okay? All right. I'm about to hit you where it hurts. Here we go. No man either young or old, shall come nigh to any of the kindred of his flesh to dishonor their nakedness by carnality, by sex. All right? Or by the knowledge of their nakedness. I am, yeah. I'm telling you this right now. So this is the commandment. I want you to understand it. No man, period. No designation. This is all men, be it man or mankind. Either young or old shall come nigh to any of the kindred of his flesh to dishonor their nakedness by carnality. Got it? I want you to get it.
So when it says here kindred, it's
That's
not just limited to
it's
us,
relative.
it's all
Everybody.
our relatives, which is the house of Shem.
No,
is
no,
our
no, 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 no.
relative,
No,
or
no, no.
how is that?
This is so we're going to get into the designation. I'm
Okay.
just expressing it so you understand.
Okay, sir.
Because when we get into this, you're going to see where the limitations are.
Okay.
Right? People have to get married.
Yes, yes.
Right? So it's going to explain where is kindred and where is permissible.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother, thou shalt not dishonor. Okay? A woman shalt not lie with her father, nor a man with his mother. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not discover her nakedness. Okay? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the children do not have sex with the parents.
Yes.
The nakedness of thy father's wife, thou shalt not dishonor, for it is the nakedness of thy father. So this is a side. It already said you can't sleep with the mother. So now it's telling you that if your father have other women other than the mother, you can't have sex with your father's wives. I know y'all didn't see that before. I know. It's a problem. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father. This is with the other wives or the other women. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, of whom thy father begat by another wife, or of thy mother, whom thy mother bare by thy father, or by another husband, thou shalt not dishonor. You like that detail?
Yeah.
So now, if the mother is divorced, the father divorced her, and the mother goes and marries another, right? Now you're staying with your father. Your mother goes, marries another man and has a daughter. That's your sister still. You can't go be with her. Okay? And vice versa. If it the mother and the mother leave and she have a son, she can't go marry the sister. Okay? So this is a problem. Can't go sleeping like this, fathers and mothers and sons, and you can't sleep with the father's exes, and you can't go over here on the other side either. Okay? So now the nakedness of thy son's daughter, or the daughter of thy daughter, thou shalt not dishonor, because they are as thy own nakedness.
Mm.
So this is your kin. So you cannot sleep with the grandkids. Okay?
Mm. 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 Mm.
The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter. So you have a woman, she have a daughter. This woman marries the father. Okay?
Mm.
Okay? You cannot marry. If your father married the mother, the son cannot marry the daughter, even though it is from another man.
Mm.
The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, who hath been begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not dishonor. Okay, so I'm sorry, my eye. So the nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, who hath been begotten of thy father. So this is your father's daughter with another woman. This is our sister. You cannot sleep with her. The nakedness of thy father's sister, thou shalt not dishonor. She is of thy kin to thy father's flesh. So all of the connections, the primary connections, is everyone connected to your father's side of the family. The nakedness of thy mother's sister, thou shalt not dishonor, for she is of kin to thy mother's flesh.
Mm.
So you cannot have sex with your aunties and your uncles.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
The nakedness of thy father's brother, thou shalt not dishonor, nor come nigh to his wife carnally. She is the wife of thy father's brother. So you cannot sleep with your uncle's women. You can't sleep with your uncles. The nakedness of thy daughter in law, thou shalt not dishonor. She is the wife of thy son. Thou shalt not dishonor her nakedness.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
The nakedness of thy brother's wife, thou shalt not dishonor in the lifetime of thy brother or after his death, if he have children, for
Mm.
it is the nakedness of thy brother.
Mm. Mm.
So if your brother have children with the woman, this woman cannot use the Redeemer kinsman law.
Mm. 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 Mm.
She cannot use the Redeemer kinsman law to marry the brother.
So she only can be redeemed by the brother if there are no children.
Right.
Got it.
The nakedness of a woman. Okay, you can only use the Redeemer kinsman law if you have no children. That is a tough one right there. Okay, so you can't go to the nearest of kin or use this. Okay, when you have children. Okay, the nakedness of a woman and of her daughter thou shalt not dishonor. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or the daughter of her daughter to dishonor their nakedness, for they are of kin to her flesh. It is corruption. So you cannot sleep with a woman and her daughter. Mhm. Neither shall you take her son's daughter. So you can't have the granddaughter. Or the daughter of her daughter. You can't have that either. Okay? For they are of kin to her flesh. It is corruption.
Mm.
Neither,
Mm.
neither shalt thou, we'll be right back.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Neither shalt thou take a wife in the lifetime of her sister to aggrieve her. I'm gonna say this again. Neither shalt thou take a wife in the lifetime in the lifetime of her sister to aggrieve her by dishonoring her nakedness over her all the days of her life. So now I have to point this out. So I can marry sisters, but it can't be to spite my wife. I can marry sisters, but it cannot be to spite my wife. So I cannot marry my wife's sister to spite her.
Mhm.
I'm not happy with her. I'm this, and I get with her sister to spite her. However, if they agree,
You could do it.
I can do it.
Mm.
So it must be agreeable, not aggrieveable. Unto the side of a woman in the time of the separation of her uncleanness, thou shalt not draw nigh to dishonor her nakedness.
Mm.
You do not sleep with a woman that is on her menstrual. It says, don't come close to her, draw nigh to be near to her at that time. Some space, separate from her. Nor unto the side of thy neighbor's wife shalt thou come to defile her. Okay? So you cannot sleep with your neighbor's wife either. And of thy offspring, of your children, thou shalt not give up any to lie carnally with the daughters of the Gentiles.
Mm.
So you cannot give your daughters, if you are the stock of Israel, you cannot give your daughters to these outside nations. They have to stay within the stock of the seed of Abraham, indigenous. They have to stay here. They cannot go outside to perform strange worship, nor shalt, and that is an act of strange worship. So if you give it to her, this is to perform strange worship. I want you to understand that. Nor shalt thou profane the name of thy Allah. I am Yah.
Okay, I like some little clarity. I want to make sure because I'm unlearning to learn again.
Mm-hmm.
So, say that I have a daughter
Mm-hmm.
and I allow her to marry someone from the Gentile nations.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you're talking about Gentile nations, on what level are you talking about?
Based on
No,
is
you
some
said based on this, we got that. What
those
level?
outside of Shem's household.
Okay, so you within,
Mhm.
okay, so within the household, right? The nation. This is Abraham's covenant.
Okay.
So you have Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, right? And then all of their sons,
Mhm.
right? And all of Abraham's sons from the concubines are in the house of Ishmael.
Mhm.
So you can marry from all within this stock, and they are all intermarried with other houses of Shem. But you're looking at the man's lineage.
Mhm.
So anyone within here, you're fine.
Okay.
So you have plenty of options, plenty of choices
Mhm.
just within here. Just you cannot go outside of this.
Mhm.
Outside of Abraham's seed, Outside of Abraham's seed, you cannot give your daughter. It can be, she can be, the man can be Assyrian,
Right.
but this is not Abraham's seed, so we don't go outside Abraham's seed. We have enough choices and options within Abraham's seed, right? The Ishmaeli, the Itzakim, you have the 12 tribes themselves, and you can marry Esau's. Outside of this, you can't go. Daughters can't go.
Okay. So say that because of not knowing this, and we have those
If you
daughters
not
that
know,
went.
if you don't know, okay. Again, I'm reading the law. If you've
Yes.
already out there, well, you out there. Ain't no way to rapidly fix it. You just stuck until it resolves itself.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. This is for everybody. Okay.
Okay.
This is not to go out and point fingers. If you didn't know and it's already done, well, it's done. That's it. You're already stuck in the situation. All right. You were supposed to not get into the situation because you have this law in your books as it is. But you got into it, you did it anyway. This proves how rebellious all the sons and daughters of Israel are. Because even with the polluted books, this law is still in there and you still did it.
Right.
So if it's already done, it's already done. It's done. Ain't no way to try to fix it to appear more righteous. We're not here to appear more righteous. We're here to move forward from today.
Right.
So let's get back, and from today forward, this is what we're doing. We're going to build back the kingdom. We're going to reestablish the priesthood, and we're not going to give any sons or daughters out this way moving forward.
Yes.
So this is how the intersection of coming into the law is.
Yes.
So when the children of Israel came out, they came out married to outside countries, nations. The law stated this, and yeah, people was upset. But you was stuck until somebody died. So you stuck until somebody died. That's just it. Like, this is where you are. It's going to fix it with death. 21.
Yes.
No, 22. Nor with a male person shalt thou lie as with a woman. It is an abhorrent thing. So, yes, men cannot sleep with men sexually. It is an abhorrent thing. It is a hated thing. It is hated. LGBTQ plus alphabet people. I don't give a goddamn. It is an abhorrent thing. I'm reading it. And you will suffer for your sins. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to corrupt thyself therewith, nor shall any woman approach before a beast for evil pleasure. It is confusion. Can't sleep with animals. All of you bestiality people. A woman cannot approach unto any animal for any sexual pleasure. I don't care what you're doing. Defile not yourselves by any one of all these, for by all these have the peoples defiled themselves, whom I am about to drive away from before you. You know this is written here? It says this word is going to a people and a time
And this is going on.
where this is going on. Today. Today is the day. Today, it's a good day today. Today is a good day.
Yes, it is.
So now this is going out to them. And the land hath been defiled, and I have visited the guilt upon it. and the land delivereth itself of its inhabitants.
Mm.
So that's the land everywhere.
Mm. So you kind of see the covenant as you shared on yesterday with the marriage covenant with Yah with the land and Yah with his people.
Right. So I'm going to say, now that I've said, oh, you cannot marry, who can I marry? Okay. So if a woman is divorced and she have a bill of divorcement, she can marry, but she's only given one choice. After that, the second husband is not permitted to divorce her. You understand? She has to wait for the husband to die. She can't have two men or more than two men alive that have known her. I can marry a distant cousin. I can marry a cousin, right? Typically, we don't really do that either traditionally, but you can marry a distant cousin. You can marry a neighbor. You can marry far away. As long as they're within the tribes, you can marry. Nothing there. Anybody within the Ishmaelite family, you can marry. You can marry within Saudi. You can marry.
So like with my situation, I wasn't to be divorced. I could have been put away.
Right. So
not divorced.
you can put a woman away, yes, but you cannot give her a bill of divorcement. And while she's put away, she's still entitled to housing and food. You're just not having marital relations with her until you can come to some resolution. You need to come to some peaceful solution. It may take time. So you have to take care of her. Okay? If she have children, the children stay with the father.
Yes.
Typically, the woman doesn't go far.
Right.
So that the children can stay with her and they're free to go back and forth from the household. This is the typical thing. So there's a lot you can marry.
Wow, this is just so different than what we have learned in the Western world. So different.
So now the land is going to deliver itself of its inhabitants. Every nation, every country is now going to have this uproar and it's going to cause people to die. What is the land calling for? Plagues, war, famine, and disease.
Wow.
Okay? So this is what you're going to see. This is what's coming. Plagues, war, famine, and animal attacks. That's the fourth one. Because I said war, famine, and animal attacks. This is what's coming. For these sexual sins, which you are committing right now. Right now, you're committing it. Right now, you think it's okay to just sleep with somebody and commit fornication, lying carnally with somebody that you're not in covenant with. You're going to get these problems. But you, O congregation of Israel. So now that's you, the Israelites, and everybody living among you. Observe my statutes and the order of my judgments, and commit not one of these abominations. Neither you, the native born of the stock of the blood of Jacob itself, or the strangers who live with you, who sojourn among you, who live around you.
So this is what you meant when you were telling me about anyone could be of the congregation of Israel, but what we actually are, it's a king.
Right. So
Got it.
there is a separation of the stock of Israel. They are actually called Itzakim of the Tedabin tribe. So the Tedabin tribe, you have Tedabin and you have the Ishmaeli and the Itzaki. So the blood stock of the tribe of Israel is called Itzaki. It bears the name of Isaac and his covenant. The blood stock of the tribe of, of the sons of Isaac from Jacob bear Isaac's name and his covenant. You are Itzaki. I am Itzaki. Okay, I am blood stock. Within this tribe, I come down through Judah, and I am of the house of David. There's many. Okay? So I come from this stock. I am an Ephrathite. So my family tribe is Ephrata. Okay? This is this line lineage. Everybody from the house of David, it's named the house of David, but the actual tribal of within Judah is Ephrata of Judah, right? But we are all Itzakim. You got it?
Yes. Yes.
For these abominable things have been done by the men of the land who have been before you. So these abominable things have been done in whatever country you're in by the people of that country that you see around you, so that the land hath been polluted, so that your country that you're in has been polluted. Lest when you pollute the land, when you pollute the land, that's every land, every country on this planet, every piece of dirt, it casts you forth as it has, as it will have delivered itself of the people that were before you. So now the land is going to vomit you out of the countries you're in. This is the curse of all the lands.
So if you're in another land and you are truly walking this law out, it will spit you
It
out.
spits you out. That's if you, because this land can only be covenanted here.
Right.
And let me rephrase that. It's for the children of Israel to keep it here.
Yes.
But no land, no country was ever supposed to have these types of laws and sins in them. So those lands also have to spit their nations out,
Wow.
which to drive them here to now be learn this. So we're going to have to deal with this to teach everybody how to go back to their lands so their lands are inhabitable again, because now their lands are going to become uninhabited. With what? Animal attacks, war, famine, and diseases.
So is that what Jeremiah meant when he had said for the people to return back to their lands? And and for us to flee?
So the children of Israel, the stock of Israel, is coming here to learn, to master, and to remain.
Okay.
The other nations are coming to learn and go back.
Oh.
Okay? And then there's a constant cycle. They'll be giving their tithe annually and tributes and bringing food. And if they don't, their land will have famine and problems and everything else. Okay? But they've polluted their lands. They polluted all these countries. Everybody's involved in this now. So we're going to deal with it.
Wow. 29.
For whoever committeth any of these abominations, the souls who do so shall be destroyed from among their people. Well, you're going to be destroyed from among your people, all of you. I'm just going to continue reading because I know y'all don't believe nothing I tell you. You know what I'm saying? You got to see it first, right? They say seeing is believing.
Amen.
Well, you're going to see because it's coming. Observe you then the keeping of my word. Observe. Let's keep, let's look, and let us perform the keeping of this word. In being careful to avoid the practice of these abominable rites, these abominable rituals, which you have been practicing in the land before you, in the countries you are in, the countries you see. When you look out the window, you have been practicing this in your countries, in your lands. And the defilement of yourselves by them. So you've practiced it and you have defiled yourselves by these practices. And you have to avoid it from this day forth. You have today to get it right. I am Yah. And Yah spoke these words of Moses.
Chapter 19.
Yep, chapter 19. We can wait for that one. We did a double today, chapter 17 and 18. So, pick a wife. If you sleeping with her, marry her. I'm not asking you to marry her in any type of legal form. You will claim her as your wife. You will keep her as a wife. She was entitled to food, clothes, and to be sheltered. Right? And the woman that's sleeping with that man, you're going to continue to sleep with him as a husband. And you're going to honor and respect him as the head and the leader. It has nothing to do with his bravado or his whatever. You picked him, you with him. This is your husband. You're going to follow him or you're not. And you'll see these judgments acted out that I read to you today. From this day forward, you're going to see the problems. You're going to receive all of the destruction which I have read unto you now and forever for these practices. Because he said, I am Yah. His name Yah had not been made known to you as it discovereth his glory. You're going to see that now. Well, one step.
One.